For the next one, put your hands together for Dave Flynn, please. He's come very far. Did his gig yesterday, so hands together.
You alright, Yeovil? How you doing? You alright? Okay, so before I begin, let me address something very important. No, I'm not Ned Flanders' evil cousin, alright? Neither am I Lionel Bitchy, and I'm definitely not Bert Rimsholes. I do like mustache stuff, I do, but I do get a fair few comments. Someone told me the other day I look like one of the Chuckle Brothers' bastard children. I hope the dead one at least, so I'm getting some inheritance. Someone shouted at me from a van the other week, "Hey Magnum P. Doe." Someone told me I look like Ron Swanson if you went vegan. A couple of Parks Rex fans in, worth the 3-hour drive. No, I had Luigi in the middle of a breakdown. Mechanical or mental, I've had both. But no, my personal favourite was someone told me I looked like Freddie Mercury. In the dying stages of AIDS. So that's what I've been dealing with, Yeovil. How are you? I was trying to do a little bit of research on you lot, on your team before I came here. We're all Yeovil FC fans, I take it? Yeah, you killed all the other fans. Man U fans were in the first half, but you drowned them in the toilets. No, I was trying to do a little bit of research. What's your mascot then? What's your mascot? Jolly. Okay, I would have thought you guys would have just, I don't know, this part of the world, you just fed a badger cider and put it behind the opposition's fucking goal. Just fucking intimidate the prick. Just have this rabid badger just on sheep cider. No, I did actually see your mascot. It kind of looks like, you know, when criminals in America, like world-star criminals, they go in and they try and like rob a place, but by painting their own face so no one can see it. Yeah. That sounded better in my head, but oh well, here we go. Let me tell you a little bit more about myself. Actually, do you know what? The other day, right, I was looking through some photos, and I saw a photo of my dad, and I've noticed something a little bit, right? As he's got older, he's got fatter, but only in the face. So what's happened is, his cheeks are pushed up around his eyes, so literally, as he's got older, his view of the world is narrowed. Because of his chubby cheeks and blatant bigotry. I know I can't really talk. I've turned up tonight dressed like a goth who's undergoing hormone treatments to become a nationalist. Of course I'm not racist, so I just suit the look, so here we are. Before lockdown, right, I started Thai boxing, which I know on the surface sounds like a kind of cool hobby, but essentially all I do is go along each week and avoid getting beaten up by teenagers. I'm nearly 30 and my life goals haven't changed in over 10 years. But no, interestingly enough, what they do is they do it by weight class, so that's meant for the past couple of weeks I've been sparring the instructor's dog. Don't give me that look, madam, it's a tough spaniel, alright? But no, true story guys, before lockdown I was sparring this 12-year-old fat kid, right? And he left hooked me and the little shit genuinely gave me concussion. Seriously, like nearly knocked me out. But don't worry, I've been training during lockdown and worked out how I'm going to get back, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to block, then I'm going to jab, then I'm going to fuck his mum. Because in life, my trainer's always saying that if you can't be the biggest or strongest, be the most ruthless. So, here we are. Anyone here working customer service?
Yep.
Yeah, one sad voice at the back. Oh, another fella there. Okay, what do you do, fella?
Part-time job at a bar.
Part-time job at a bar. Okay, were you full-time before furlough, and you just said, fuck it, I'm not going back to this shit, or?
I have a different full-time job.
Oh, a different full-time job. Okay, what's the other full-time job? You're a thatcher? Like, that still exists as a fucking job? Like, fuck, sorry, but I did actually grow up in Somerset, but I've been living in the Midlands for fucking years, and I drove back down here, and I was like, we just passed a fucking combine harvester on the fucking road, and...
That's my brother.
Oh, okay, good. Tell him to fucking finish earlier and fuck off home. No, used to work in customer service, right? And I used to work on this emergency phone line for a student accommodation place. So what my job basically entailed was being sat there in the early hours of the morning and taking emergency phone calls from students, such as, can you send help, the PlayStation network is down? And can you send security, there's currently a fly in my room? I'm only telling you this because these are the doctors and lawyers, the future people, right? You've been fucking warned. But no, what used to get me about this job, right, is people would call me up in like 1 AM and they'd just start moaning down the phone. And they'd just be like, your company, eh? Your company. And I'm thinking to myself, it's really sad when a third year business student fucking calls in at 1 AM and thinks they're coming through the CEO. You know what I mean? Like, like I see the same shit at McDonald's. People are shouting at the guy behind the counter, going, your company, your company. And I was like, does anyone think for a second that the guy handing out the fries is a majority fucking shareholder? But no, my favourite one was, I was on the phone one night and I got in a bit of an argument with this guy. And he turns around to me and he goes, I bet you're the type of person who slows down to look at car crashes on the motorway. I said, of course not, sir. That's what the dash cam's for. So yeah, I got fired from that job, surprisingly enough, and actually at the moment I'm unemployed. That was an R, but you didn't sound surprised. I was going to give you my CV afterwards, but fuck it. So I'm unemployed at the moment. It basically means that I spend most of my days chatting to recruiters, right? I was chatting to this recruiter the other day, and she said, we've had a look through your CV, Mr. Flynn. Everything looks great. We just see you've got a career gap at 16, 17. Do you mind telling us what you were doing this time? And I'm thinking to myself, does anyone give a fuck what you're doing at 16, 17, right? If you've got up, got dressed, and made your way safely to the interview, does anyone care what you're doing at 16, 17? Answers MCAT, speed and ecstasy, by the way. But apparently that's not relevant experience in the pharmaceutical industry, so the search continues. How much have we got on, by the way? Someone's time,
3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay. No, I think I've always struggled to hold down a job, right? And I think it's because I'm quite an irritable person. A lot of shit annoys me. This week, it's Jehovah's Witnesses. Calm down, Yeovil. Like, this isn't a hate crime. I know I've come dressed for it, but it's not. And I don't even dislike the Jehovah's Witnesses because they come around my area and knock on my door. Like, I live in a rough area, we haven't got any money. Cults normally like money, so they don't come by my way. But my area is so rough, in fact, I saw an ice cream van the other day with shutters on it. And a little sticker on the back that said, no ice lollies are left in here overnight. No, my problem with Jehovah's Witnesses, right, is on a theological level. Because Jehovah's Witnesses believe that only 144,000 people who've ever been Jehovah's Witnesses will make it into the kingdom of heaven. Ladies and gents, there's currently 8 million Jehovah's Witnesses in the world. I'm sorry, but if you sign up to a religion where you've got as much chance of getting into heaven as getting a ticket to Glastonbury this year, you're a special kind of fucking dumb. Alright, I'm gonna tell you a story and I'm gonna fuck off. So, a number of years ago, I got in a bit of trouble with the police, right? I got in a fight with this guy, he'd come into my house, and it was a big, long drawn-out affair, and I had to go to court, and I got community service. And I know some of you are looking at me like, why are you telling this story? Well, after I was sentenced by the judge, he deemed me a medium threat to society. That's right, ladies and gents, this is a medium threat to society. Some of the world doesn't look so scary anymore, does it? This woman's thinking, fuck it, I may walk home alone tonight. I reckon my dog could take him. I've been Dave Flynn, thank you very much for listening, take care.